Boaters, this is Pauly from All Docked Up. To my extreme left, we got Mr. Captain Buzz.
Hey, good evening. How's everyone doing tonight?
Buzzy, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How's Pauly doing?
Hold on a minute. I'll tell you in a minute. Let me get a little
shaky.
Let me get a little shaky
Little
there.
shake?
It's
What do you got in the cup?
I'm a Hendrix man. I like Hendrix gin. There's no doubt about it.
You know, I like a good G&T too once in a while. And we're tied up. We're down.
Yeah, let everybody know that we are safely tied up at the dock.
You know, we say that all the time, but it's important. But I've got Rangpur. You know, with a little
Tanqueray Rangpur is another love.
Man.
Yeah, we're gin people, everybody. So you're doing good. I'm doing good. We got cocktails, dude. I got my new Yeti from Door Yacht Sales. Throw out a little bit of love to Tommy Covert.
That's a nice piece.
From Door Yacht Sales. Gave me a beautiful, engraved Door Yacht Sales Northeast Maryland Yeti tumbler.
So if somebody gave me one of those, you'd go, "What about me?" So I'm going to say, "Well, what about me?"
You want one of them? You get your ass out in the street with me every day, and you can get one.
Okay.
No, that's a nice one.
That is a nice one.
You know, we got egg and dish. It's beautiful. It's 1,000 degrees outside. It's 95% humidity. Not a real big fan when it comes to detailing boats at all. Not at all.
So we had a great meal tonight. So tell us, give us the full.
We went old school. We went old school braciole. Beef braciole, nice and thin, pounded out. Throw your black olives in and your Parmesan cheese, your fresh chopped salami. I went old school. This is a recipe that I had from growing up. Some chopped egg, hard-boiled egg chopped down. People are like, you got to be kidding me. This is how my dad, gave me this recipe, and I enjoyed it as a kid. Nice hearty sauce that cooked forever. Just beautiful meat flavor. The braciole was breaking apart. Oh, that was lovely.
It was outstanding.
That's an excellent old school recipe. And you want to hear something funny? It was like poor man's recipe.
Okay.
It really was. I mean, you have to think
provincial. Yeah.
Ragu. Let's talk ragu. Ragu is one of the oldest dishes. People see that junk in a jar. You know what I mean? Ragu was the poor man's dish. You took bones and whatever little bit of meat was on them, you cooked them down in the sauce. You got the marrow flavor from the bone, but realistically, you took hard cuts of meat that were junk and you cooked them for so long in sauce, they were delicious.
Well, and you had a nice Caesar salad, too. It was an excellent meal. It really was. Really
I'm a little fat right now. There's no doubt about it. I'm a little large. The guts.
You mean now?
Well, I mean, hey, I like to. I got to eat something good. I mean, you got to eat. You got to eat. The gut's getting a little large. But I'm sweating it off day by day.
Yes, you
okay.
Are. Yes, you are.
That's complete and utter bullshit.
All right, I'll go to my captain's briefing.
Let's talk captain's briefing.
All right, so you want to make sure that you have a sound-making device on your vessel. And under 65 feet, you need at least either a horn or a whistle, one of the two.
I have both.
Yeah, both. And I do too. As a matter of fact, my horns aren't working right now. I replaced the compressor. I've got to rebuild the horn or replace them. The diaphragm, it's just not working correctly. But
buck up, buy a pair of stainless, and call it a day there, Mr. Alligator Arms over here. Okay? Are you really? Are you kidding me? Everybody, send them a message.
Wait a second.
Buck up, Margaret, and chop. Put a fresh set of horns.
It can be repaired and taken care of. And
they're aluminum, they're oxidized, they're pitted. Let's move on.
They're pretty beat up. Now, they are hidden. So, because I don't know that I need to buy stainless. Well, maybe I'll buy stainless because
they're pitted. So I would probably buy stainless.
Yeah, it's interesting because they're inside the road locker. So it's wet and nasty in there. And so and I know you know that I've torpedoed the bow on a couple of waves. So it's coming in through that vent. Yeah.
If you haven't torpedoed your bow on a rough day traveling up and down the Chesapeake Bay, then I'll tell you what, you're not doing it right.
So you're saying I should just buck up? All right. Well, you know what? I probably.
Well, you know me. I mean, if I fix one thing, I fix it all.
Well, and so the sound-making devices, either a horn or a whistle, need to be able to hear them at least a half a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that my horn isn't working, and you may have a horn that isn't working on your vessel, I've got a compressed air horn. You know what? Those are really loud.
They're really loud.
I've got that next to the helm as a backup.
Jeffrey woke me up one morning with that. He's lucky he's not dead.
And I've got a whistle at the helm if I need to make a sound. So anyway, just make sure that your horn is either working or you have a sound device at the helm. It's very important.
Absolutely. I keep, on my lanyard, so they have the new law based off the size of the feet that you have to make sure if you have a lanyard there that it's in working condition. It's not frayed like it's going out of style. It's not trashed. It's connected. But I keep a whistle right on that as well.
It's a great idea.
It's a great idea. The little orange whistles.
As a backup.
They're a couple of bucks.
Yeah, because your horn could fail while you're underway.
Absolutely.
And you need to get someone's attention.
I have a compressed air can that sits right underneath the stowage at the helm. Okay. Right underneath the captain's seat. Very easily to access.
All right. Now, so the detailer's briefing, and I know about this one. You're going to talk about how the canvas can potentially stain the vinyl. And I was a victim, so go ahead and tell the story.
So I had a customer gives me a holler, wants to get a really, really good scrub-a-dub. A new customer, I would either call it a spring, mid-season, or a fall cleanup. And it's not a general wash. We go through every cubby, every compartment, pull everything out, give it a solid once-over. Wow. And what they actually don't use at this time of the year in August, a lot of people are not using their canvas and isinglass. It's too hot, greenhouse effect. You walk into the cockpit, it's 1,000 degrees. So a lot of people are using mooring covers. And mooring covers are great, but on the backside of their seat, their bench seat that sits on the transom, where the mooring cover slopes right down to, left a purple stain.
Oh, I know it.
All the way across the top.
I flipped out when
because you flipped out when you had it on the 280.
Yeah.
When you had your 280 Sundancer.
With the black canvas.
Pauly, what's going on here? Buzzy had a complete breakdown.
I was scrubbing like crazy. Nothing's coming off.
And I told you. And you're scrubbing and scrubbing. I walk down the dock. I'm like, Buzzy, put your cleaning products away. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, you're never getting that out. There's only one way to get it out. And what did I tell you?
The sun.
The sun.
Wow.
The sun will bleach that offset. And it's if you have a black top, black canvas cover, mooring cover, camper canvas, whatever, and it drapes over that back seat, it turns it purple. A light, odd color purple.
Yeah.
And I said to him, leave it out in the open sun. The sun will bleach it out, because my customer had the same. That was their biggest issue. And I said, guys, take your bimini, fold it up, take everything and let it sit out in the sun, and the sun will naturally bleach it out. No chemical in the world.
It did.
The customer looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah, right. Well,
they're new boaters.
Yeah,
they're novice boaters. They're not exactly sure what's going on. And they're like, Pauly, are you serious? I swear they thought that I was trying to get out of, solving the problem.
Oh, wow.
And I said, I'm telling you, listen to me. The sun will do it. Okay? So I'll give
I was skeptical when you told me.
And what was the outcome? A couple of weeks later, just letting that sit open in the sun.
I think it was the weekend it was gone.
It was gone.
Yeah. It was a nice, bright, sunny day.
Yes.
It was gone.
It was gone. So it takes a couple of days, sometimes longer. So, by the time, and I'll report back to them, and I hope they are listening to this podcast, because I told them, listen to this podcast. I was like, I'm telling you, you're going to learn something. The job came out great. The boat was beautiful. And I've done it before. I've had cushions, simple cushions that you can remove. I'm like, while you're out and you're out on the hook, or you're traveling to another location, take that cushion, put it on the front of your bow right in the open sun. And watch what the sun will do to bleach out that stain.
How about that?
And it works.
Yeah.
No chemical's going to do it. Mother Nature will do it for you.
That's cool. And so I'll tell you also a quick story about that. Jenny and I we're on a vacation, and we came back with our umbrellas. And I had a black umbrella, and it was wet. And I set it down on the cockpit because I didn't want to bring it down into the saloon. And woke up.
The dye from the actual
the dye
umbrella ran,
and it was up against the vinyl. But I didn't panic, because it was that same purple on the vinyl on the side of the boat, on the side of the cockpit. It's a vinyl trim piece. And I was like, you know what? There's no way you can scrub that out. And was a couple days later, the sun.
You looked at me like I was crazy when I told you for the first time.
I did, but now I don't panic. And hopefully, folks will understand that. If you've got that situation going on, get some sun on it. It works.
And the sun will do it. So detailer's briefing today. Stubborn stains that are dark colored, that something that, color ran from the canvas, whatever, mooring cover, see if the sun will take care of the job. Now, obviously, if the vinyl inside of your cockpit is completely whooped,
wow,
that is not necessarily going to be your savior. It's going to have to be replaced.
It could be worn. It could be worn out.
But your seats are not right. Your seats are not destroyed. Mine are not worn. we treat them with chemical. 303 is a great product. Any type of McGuire's, any type of vinyl treatment, it makes it nice and smooth. You do slide around the seats on a rough day, I'll give you that. But that stuff works absolute wonders. Keep them moisturized.
Yeah, good call. All right, so let's talk about our first topic tonight. I'm getting ready to go on another adventure.
You're on another adventure, and I'm not going on this adventure, by the way, guys. No love. No love. He looked at me and he went, Bafungu. I'm not even telling you.
Because we've got family members coming out. My brother-in-law and his wife are coming from Seattle.
I love that guy.
All right.
I love that guy.
So they're flying in. I got to pick them at the airport at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then we're coming right to the boat, and we're shoving off. And so they're excited. It's going to be good. But, I'll tell you a quick story of when I went out to Seattle to see them. And my brother-in-law had to work like the first day we were there. And he says to me, he kept his boat on Lake Washington in a covered slip. It was beautiful. It was a 26-foot cobalt, fast, cool boat.
Yeah, he's got a 496 in that thing. It holds ass.
It's a 50-mile-an-hour.
It's a 50-mile-an-hour boat
all day long. And he goes, look, he goes, I need a favor. Can you run the boat tomorrow with my mom and Jenny and then a couple other people? I was like, dude, that's like asking me to drink your beer. What are you talking about?
Like, really? Okay, you want me to drink your alcohol? No problem. I got you.
Of course I'll run your boat, which was on Lake Washington and Lake Union and through the Cut. Anyway, great story. So anyway, they're coming tomorrow, and we're shoving off. We're going down to Swan Creek, Haven Harbor.
Going down to Rock Hall, baby.
Rock Hall. But on the north side, on the Swan Creek. We really like that. But you got to be careful when you're coming in.
Well, I was going to say, let's talk about that in case you have somebody who's new to Rock Hall,
right?
Whether they're going up Swan Creek or they're going into the harbor. So let's talk about that and let's educate them.
Yeah. So coming into the harbor is pretty straightforward. Now there are a couple of buoys you need to watch out for, but that's pretty straightforward. But coming into Swan Creek, depending on your draft, it's called the Swan Point Bar.
Right. You have to physically go out and around it. Do not cut that corner short.
That's correct.
Go out and around.
Right. When you're coming from the north side, you've got to go around, I think it's green buoy number 6, and you've got to make a 180 and then come north and then approach the marina. Now, on a high tide, a boat with, maybe outdrives that can raise them up a little bit, or if they need to, there's water there. And you may want to lay down some breadcrumbs for the next time you come through. You can get across the bar, but if you're in a sailboat, with a 5 or 6 foot draft, you want to go around that bottom of the bar, then come north and cut into Swan Creek.
Absolutely. Keep it safe.
Yeah.
It's no different than when you're going into the Bohemia River. If you cut that corner at
north
Port
side,
Herman, right there, short, you're going to run aground, especially if you're at low to mid tide, even at high tide, because it's filled in so much.
Yeah, you're right.
So make sure you pay attention when you're going into Rock Hall.
Good point.
And going up Swan Creek.
Yep. So we're going to stay at Haven Harbor, but one of our favorite places there is a restaurant bar called Passages. And it's on the second floor of their main building. But really, that Terry's the manager, owner. She's always very, very pleasant. The food is excellent. The cocktails, the atmosphere, the service. Sometimes they have live entertainment. One of our go-to places in Rock Hall. Really nice place called Passages. So check that out if you're down there. And then from there, we're going down to St. Michael's.
Love St. Michael's.
Yeah.
Everyone's been seeing the posts, for All Docked Up and our travels. I love St. Michael's. I always have a great time.
Very cool.
St. Michael's Marina.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of Facebook about all the marine providers that you're signing up. I know you spent some time in St. Michael's.
Every little place that we go to, Rock Hall, St. Michael's, the marinas and subcontractors and any type of provider, whether you're doing fiberglass, whether you're doing canvas, they love All Docked Up. They're signing up, and which is great because the relationships that we are building with these people.
Yeah.
And I had a vendor the other day made the comment to me, and she said, Pauly, I love everything about you. I love everything about the All Docked Up platform. I love that boaters are going to be able to directly connect with us.
That's solid.
Based off of their needs.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm never going to see you again. And I said, I beg your pardon, man.
What was it?
I said, hold on a minute. Let's back up here a minute. Yeah. I said, let me tell you the goal here.
You don't forget people.
First of all, I don't forget anybody.
No, you don't.
But number two, with All Docked Up, my goal is, and I said to her, I looked her dead square in the eyes. I said, my goal is to build a relationship with you, my company, to facilitate. What can we do for you? Mm-hmm. How can we grow your company? How can we open up new doors, new products you want to service? I don't care if it's a new dealer that you're going to open, whether you're Merc Cruiser and you're going to go Volvo, or if you're tying into starting to do diesel work. You tell me.
Yeah, we can help advertise and grow it. Absolutely.
To help advertise it, grow it, make the boaters well aware. And because you are such an excellent provider, listen, we're building a bridge together.
Yes.
And that's what makes the difference.
Building a bridge together. That's a great tagline. That is really good.
Because I want to keep the relationship. When I look at a vendor, whether you're a professional diesel mechanic, if you're servicing a product, anything that alldockedup.com can do for you, and any way to help grow it, make your life easier, you got to talk to me. Send me an email, get me on the phone, whatever it takes. That's what alldockedup.com is about. And that's what we do, Buzzy.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm excited to hear all the success that you and Bonnie are having out there. And because every time I see you, go, every time you ran into somebody and you've ran into an influential person who's this and that, and all of them say it's about time.
Right, because people love it. I mean, a boater is able to literally download the app, whether you have an iOS or an Apple product or an Android product, and the new novice boater. We're vetting these people. We're checking them. We're making sure they're insured. We're checking their reputation, what they do, their strong suits. We are literally providing that information to you so you can go ahead, send out a service request, and you're going to contact with an incredible professional. We're not working with, the chucks in a truck.
Unless they're certified and
if they're certified
guys,
and they're qualified and they got good represent, right? I shouldn't have said it like that because in a way I'm fully mobile, but the goal here is
you're a Pauly in a truck.
I'm a Pauly in a truck, in a trailer. But I just want to make sure that a boater is that comfortable to know that they can go on the platform, the alldockedup.com platform, and they're going to send out a service request, but they're getting a professional. Somebody who cares, somebody who's adamant about providing excellent customer service to the best of their abilities. And that's what we're all about.
Absolutely.
Building relationships, building a community.
The bridge to make them both happy. Right.
This is the All Docked Up family.
Yeah.
This is not just a company. This is a family.
So after we're leaving, we're going to go to Rockwall, then we're going to St. Michael's, Foxy's, which I know you've been to, and wonderful folks.
I'm a fan of Foxy's restaurant in St. Michael's.
Yes.
Love it. Restaurant and bar, a lot of fun.
Yeah. So one of the things that's coming soon to the All Docked Up platform are where, yacht clubs and restaurants can advertise their specific events on what's going on. They maybe got a poker run, or they've got a boat docking challenge, or they've got a car show, or they got a specific band, or they got a menu special. Soon that'll all be available to our boaters.
Right. So a boater, and I think I am more excited about this than just about anything. That a boater can stay in constant engagement on the app, whether they're using it for wind and tides and marine traffic and fishing and diving and all different types of things. Mm-hmm. But what's great is if you say, honey, what do you want to do this weekend? Well, what's going on in Rock Hall? We can go right on the platform, go right to our app on our phone.
Go to All Docked Up?
Go to All Docked Up, go on your phone, make sure you have the app downloaded on your phone, and you can figure out whatever's going on.
Absolutely.
From restaurant specials. Guys, my goal is to have restaurants, bar specials, what bands are playing, public events, whatever we can do to facilitate your weekend. One-stop shop, baby. I love it.
Yeah, one-stop shop. That's really, you're right. That's exactly what we're trying to accomplish.
And we will accomplish, because I won't go to bed until we do. I am guys, anybody who knows me, I'll tell you, everybody knows Pauly, but I am one persistent sumbitch.
So I just want to switch for a second and talk about the weekend we just had, because wife and I, we've been running hard. We're having a great August. We were members of a yacht club. It's the UCYC, the Upper Chesapeake Yacht Club.
You had another fun weekend down at Rock Hall, poker run.
We did.
You went on a poker run.
It wasn't Rock Hall. It was Kent.
I'm sorry, Kent Island.
Yeah, Kent Island.
I'm sorry.
Yep. We stayed at Safe Harbor, Kent Narrows.
Okay.
Right, formerly Mears Point. Wonderful facility. Beautiful pool, too. A really great pool.
The dockmaster there is awesome.
Yes.
He's a great guy.
Everybody. Really, really a special place. But this is a poker run a little bit different than your normal poker run where you're running your boat from stop to stop. We had 25 boats, right, from all parts of the Upper Bay, and we leave our boats parked because it's such a high concentration of really great places. Red Eyes.
You did a bar hop and you collected cards on a pub crawl. Okay, yeah. So that's what it sounds like to me. And I didn't attend this event.
Well, but it's safe because the boat's tied up and you're walking.
You're walking. Boat's tied up, no drinking and driving the boat.
That's why I like it so much. It's really great. So the winning hand, $3,000 on Sunday morning.
How you doing?
Come on.
You got it. Really?
Full house.
Oh, full house took the pile?
9s over 6s.
9s over 6s.
Yeah.
Woo!
$3,000. And it was the biggest poker run that the UCYC has ever had. We had 116 hands. And it's open to non-members too. So if you know somebody and you want to come down next year, we'll certainly provide the information. But a lot of fun, great people, and Mears Point does a wonderful job of letting us use the pavilion. They have a breakfast and use the space.
Safe Harbor, I'll tell you what, they're really providing. They're buying marinas. They're improving them like there's no tomorrow. They're doing a great job. They really are. I mean, some of the facilities that I've seen them they have saved a lot of marinas that would literally just would have been dumps. They would have been completely dead places, just, you're
right. And their timing is perfect.
Yes.
Because there's so many
the boom of the boating industry is incredible.
Yeah, good for them. Somebody had some foresight, and they're nailing it. But just talk about yacht clubs in general for new boaters. Think about joining a yacht club. Now, our yacht club is much more of a social club. We don't have bricks and mortar. It's a very modest fee to join, and there's meetings once a month, and there's different events throughout the year. Great bunch of people, a lot of fun. So for new boaters, a really great way to get into boating and have a destination and meet a lot of people who are into boating. Great idea. So think about it.
When I first started boating, I was on the Delaware River, started at the old Three Seasons Marina, in Croydon. It was unfortunately sold. It was short-lived. We moved over to Neshaminy State Marina. I joined the Neshaminy Harbor Yacht Club. And I'll tell you what, Paul Juice Jacino, we used to call him Juice all the time. That's his nickname. The Commodore for the yacht club. I'm not sure if he still is now. But I'll tell you what, the events that we had were a blast.
That's a lot of fun.
The Vanita picnic, the Luau at Riverside, Pennsylvania Yacht Club.
Wow, you're going way back.
Well, see, we didn't have a brick and mortar either because we were at Neshaminy State Marina.
Sure.
So we did not have a brick and mortar, but we did a lot of events at Bristol Yacht Club, just below Tullytown. Okay. So we were there all the time. And the yacht clubs all working together, whether it's the, Upper Chesapeake Bay Yacht Club, whether it's the...
Well, that's a good point because a lot of yacht clubs have a reciprocal agreement.
That's correct. Right. So some clubs are reciprocal and some are private. So make sure you understand when you're joining a yacht club, whether they reciprocate with other clubs.
That's right.
Because if they have a clubhouse in a marina and you belong to a yacht club, you can spend time there and your transient fees are peanuts on the dollar.
That's right.
There's a lot of wonderful benefits. Families meeting families. There's the picnics, the parties. When we used to do the Vanita picnic at the Luau, I used to bring my boat there, spend the whole weekend, between ticket, breakfast, on Sunday morning. The cost was $50.
Wow.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
And that was for water, electric, a place to park the boat, food all day, beer all day, and then a $5 voucher for Brecco, for breakfast on Sunday morning.
You're with people who are part of the boating community, like All Docked Up, And everybody's kind of
learn.
You have a common
thing.
Yeah,
everybody's there to talk about boating. You can talk boating with boaters until the cows come home. Problems that you have on your boat.
I would say until the dinghies tie up, but the cows or whatever.
Hey, open to interpretation, right? But the yacht clubs, guys, if you are fresh to boating, and even if you're well seasoned, join a yacht club. There's some wonderful ones out there that we love.
There really are. We've got to get some, and we do have. We've got a lot of guests lined up, and so we need to get a Commodore of a yacht club to be on our podcast and talk about this.
Well, who's the Commodore for the UCYC?
It's a great question. I should know the answer.
Oh, I just threw you under the bus big time.
Well, it used to be my...
You don't know it, but you're going to give me the answer. You're going to find out.
Of course I am.
And that's all.
And it used to be my buddy, but Commodores have a term limits and things change a lot. And unfortunately, I don't get to the meetings because
you shit the bed.
No, wait a second.
I don't want to hear this. Wait a second. Hold on a minute. I don't want to hear it.
The point is, yacht clubs are cool. Think about joining one if you're a new boater. You get to learn a lot about boating very quickly.
Absolutely. But you got to know who the main man is.
So, oh man.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm giving them a beating for you.
I got the bus ran over and just backed up.
I mean, sometimes I'm gonna run you out. I gotta take you out. And I'm gonna back up early. What are you gonna do?
Okay. All right. Couple more things before we close. You son of a bitch.
Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
So, a couple things. First of all, I want to know how it's going out there. You and Bonnie, I mean, you've been pounding the pavement. You're in Annapolis right now, right?
Right now, we are currently working on the Annapolis marketplace. We are meeting such incredible people. Now, Buzzy, me and you are no strangers to Annapolis.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? The Yacht Basin,
Love
how
it.
many weekends have we spent there?
I'll
tell you what, we're no strangers to Annapolis at all. But now, I'm really getting to meet all the nuts and bolts and the decision makers and the people who are running the marinas that make things happen. And what an incredible bunch of either owner operators
awesome.
Or just individual operators. Just incredible. I mean, Port Annapolis Marina, there's one right off of the bat. Okay. Gentleman, dockmaster, incredible individual. Took care of our needs because we were asking about transient slips. We were bringing the boats down for a month and a half.
Yeah, because
we're traveling back and forth. Yeah. We're spending so much time out on the road.
You got a lot of windshield time. You got to have some cabin.
We got a lot of windshield time. But I'll tell you what, we are crushing it. We are adding some of the most incredible professionals in the boating industry on the platform. And they love All Docked Up. They love it.
Well, that's great. That is great.
So the mechanics love it because their profile is... So a novice boater, loads up all the information on their boat and they're sending it to an actual provider. Let's say they have a pair of outboards. Let's say they have a Mercruiser product, the 350 Mag MPI, a 454 7.4 liter. They get all of that. Their entire profile is loaded with all of their information and it makes the vendor, whether it's Honda mechanic, Mercruiser, diesel,
right.
man, Cummins, whatever, they know everything about the boat when it comes in.
But what if they said? I've heard you say. What are they saying about All Docked Up? Do they think we're on the right path?
Oh, I'll tell you what. I've had comments that it was about time.
Yeah,
I've heard that multiple times.
Yeah, we've heard that. Yeah,
this just makes sense. I will tell you what.
That's good.
60+% of the people we've chatted with love that. I hear it over and over, and I keep hearing the same thing. But what they love about it so much is the community that we're building together, the relationships that we're building that accountability, and that the boater understands what the service...
The community.
It's a community.
Yeah.
My goal with everything, I mean, Buzzy, you know this, boating is a community. It's a family. It's not just a hobby. It's not just a thing.
Right.
We all help each other out. We all work together. But I will tell you what, some of the most welcoming... individuals, and it just from all walks of life, whether they're fiberglass, whether they're bottom painting, owner operators, big service centers, yacht sales. It doesn't matter what the case may be.
So you're making these cold calls, and you're not getting the door slammed on their face. You're getting the.
We're walking right in. We're
Cool.
not cold calling. We're walking into their office in the middle of the day, whenever that shows up.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they take the time to listen to us. We've shown incredible respect. I'm so thankful.
Well, you do that anyway. Absolutely. That's great.
And I'll tell you what, and I'm going to throw a big shout out right off the bat. And I know she would love me for it. My friend Amy from Yacht Sales International in Annapolis. When I'm talking about just incredible hospitable people. Hey guys, how are you? She was a 95-degree day. She has bottles of water out for us. Sit down in the air.
She could tell you were melting.
She saw that we were melting. We're hitting the streets. I'm drenched. Bonnie's drenched. And she's like, well, guys, tell me what All Docked Up's all about. She is phenomenal. Guys, great. You need a desk to work on? I have a couple extra desks. I felt like royalty.
Whoa.
The respect that we have gotten from that company is just incredible. And I hope Amy, and I know she's listening because she's been excited about the podcast, but she is just wonderful.
I can't wait to meet her. That kind of momentum is going to carry things forward.
I am so lucky and so blessed because as many years as I've been in the boating business and washing and waxing and detailing, the people that I am meeting, and it's very fulfilling.
It's rewarding.
It's very humbling.
Yeah.
It's extremely humbling.
Good.
And I'm so lucky. I am completely blessed because I get to meet incredible individuals and some of the biggest names in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, the Marine Tradesmen Association loves All Docked Up. I mean, the boat shows. It's just we're having a great time.
So, a couple more things before we close. We are now our podcasts, All Things Boating with Pauly and Captain Buzz, are available on Google, Apple, and Spotify.
We're growing, baby.
How about that? That's a big deal.
Wherever you download, if you know the main central hubs for downloading podcasts, we are on.
That's huge. That's huge.
I'm excited for the point where people are starting. Guys, send me emails. Send me some emails. Go on the platform. Go to alldockedup.com. Send me an email. Ask me questions. Put me and Buzzy to work. I can't wait till this is fully interactive. That I'm really excited about.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to get there. All right. Well, look, I think we've nailed a couple of great topics. Hopefully the folks have learned some things and had a good time in the last 30 minutes. I'm going to say, All Docked Up, standing by on 6-8.
All Docked Up, standing by on 6-8. Captain Buzz, have a great night. Everybody, thank you for listening. Have a great night.